caked on brake dust. On my 2013 Ford Focus, there is some brake dust that has been embedded in the wheel, and you could take this off, and I'm going to teach you how to do it with using some household stuff and also some stuff you could find at the auto parts store. All right, guys, let's get started. This will not come off easily. You could rub at it, you could do a bunch of stuff. You need to take it off with certain things. First thing we're going to need is some baking soda, some dish soap, a toothbrush, and we're gonna need a little Tupperware. So let's go ahead and get some baking soda, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some in our little Tupperware, and then we're gonna pump some soap in there, and we're gonna add some water. There we go. And then you're gonna wanna mix everything up, and now let's go to our wheel. So with our little mixture here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start throwing it on there. We're gonna have to let it sit there. Let's see. We're gonna do all this yellow stuff right here. And typically, some of the stuff you could buy is iron remover and some wheel cleaner, but most of the time that's not also gonna do the job because it needs to sit in there. And then we're gonna come back in about 10-15 minutes. All right, guys, if you look over here, it's starting to work. It's taking off the yellow and it's doing its job. Now, because of our solution, when this dries, baking soda leaves a bunch of like little white streaks, and all you have to do is just, wash your wheel. You could even do it with a sponge, but just know that it's going to be a little messy. So we're going to get as much as we can, and in these center parts, we're going to show you what we're going to do here to get those completely off. Look at this yellow. You see that yellow right there? And we're going to go ahead and we're going to work our toothbrush in here. And again, this is step 1 of 2. And look at that, the yellow is gone. So we're going to do that all the way around to get as much of it as we can before we go to the polish, which is going to be necessary to get stuff. But you can see how dirty it is. And again, if you try to do this without this combo, it's not going to work. We're now going to wipe the wheel with the rag and some water for our next step, and it already looks a lot better. Way better. But if you see right here in the center, in the edges, it still has some of that. We're going to show you how to get that out. Now, this is where the magic happens, and I'm not, pushing this product. You could use anything, any type of scratch remover, any type of light compound. I bought this on Amazon. It is amazing, but you could go to your auto parts store and get anything that's like a light compound, and it's going to do the trick. And I have a cotton ball because I feel like it's the perfect thing for it. And we're going to put some on. And then right in the center, I want you guys to see. You see how it's still there, the brake dust? It's really caked on there. And now we're just going to start working this in here. And look at that, guys. You could literally see the brake dust on there. We're going to go around the edges. And then look how dirty that is. And then come with the clean one. And just like that, it's gone. Work that. And look how it's not dirty. But when we're done, it's going to take it off. And it takes some elbow grease. This is not a light job. You gotta really work in there. And the water and the baking soda, what it does, it just starts to kind of soften it up for this step. You can try to go to this step right away, but usually it's way harder. Just letting it soak in helps. And just like that, guys, most of it Most of it is gone. And you know, I will plug this in. I'll put the link in the description if you want to buy this stuff. I use this stuff for everything. It's good. But that's how you do it, guys. Make sure you hit the like button if this video helped you. All right, guys, thank you for watching.